Time marches on. This ain't your father's Studebaker, but it sure is your grandfather's workhorse.
Motor truck transportation becomes more important to all of us every day. Part of everything we eat, drink, or wear moves by truck. We ourselves are transported by bus. In serving us and truck owners, International Motor Trucks have blazed a record that far surpasses that of any other truck. International Harvester has been building these trucks for more than 40 years. Their records of performance have been written in the ruts of the oil fields and the farms, on the steep grades of the lumber roads, and on the high-speed transcontinental highways. Users have asked for more and more trucks with such performance. Until today, 1 out of every 3 heavy-duty motor trucks in use is an International. For 18 consecutive years, International heavy-duty trucks have led the industry in national registrations. Why? Because they're built to do the tough jobs. They're engineered for heavy-duty service. And now the veteran engineers who designed those trucks blend their past experience with all the new developments to create an even greater line of motor trucks. A line of trucks in which every model is heavy-duty engineered. A line that will be the new champions of transportation. But new champions are not made in a day. Engineering specialists are continually developing transmissions, axles, brakes, engines, chassis, bodies, and cabs. And when new models are to be produced, every component part takes on new importance. All must meet Harvester's high-quality standards. All must be completed and proved before the deadline. Other departments, manufacturing, sales and service, and consumer research also join in the gigantic coordinated program. To determine what features the truck user wants and needs, consumer research representatives talked to owners, drivers, and mechanics. They said they wanted more versatile axles and transmissions. Others said, "I'd like better vision, more comfortable riding, roomier cabs." Others wanted easier starting, better control of cab temperatures, better cab ventilation. Still others said improved braking, more maneuverability. Others asked for longer engine life, more fuel economy, more power output. All these features must be incorporated in the new line. As engineering builds the respective units, they undergo exhaustive tests. This axle will run under full load for hundreds of hours. A transmission gets the same treatment. Each sub-assembly or individual part, regardless of size, must prove beyond doubt that it is an improvement. It must be able to perform better and last longer. One of the outstanding features of the new line is the new Silver Diamond engine. It's a valve-in-head engine that's been in the making for years. Minute records are kept of every new development as engines run continually under full load for month after month. Another Silver Diamond engine, this one under full load on another dynamometer. International truck engines undergo continuous testing programs. The new Super Red Diamond and Super Blue Diamond engines undergo the same grueling tests. All new developments must be fully proved. And always there's an expert on hand, checking, listening, checking. Everything is charted. Periodically, the engines are torn down and every wearing surface measured by master craftsmen. In man-made cold rooms with temperatures 20 degrees or more below zero. A severe test for carburation and starting. Shock and load tests on the chassis dynamometer put terrific stresses on the engine and all power transmission units. hundreds and hundreds of times to measure the life and endurance of every part. At the Proving Ground track at Fort Wayne, Indiana, drivers wear them out if they can. The current design of the cab fenders, hood, and grille cover the new engines and chassis. Under full load, it's a continuous grind of 24 hours a day, day after day, week after week. Every detail is checked. Every development is carefully recorded. Tests under actual operating conditions are essential, so with new coats of red paint, they're off to the highways and the byways, regardless of the weather. For more than 2 years, these trucks of the field test fleet are pounded over all kinds of roads. From coast to coast and border to border, for more than 3 million miles. For climatic changes and road conditions that are most severe, they're operated from bases in New York and Arizona. They are driven on New England's highways with their many cities. They wind through the streets of old Santa Fe. They stop and go with the traffic of the medium and large cities. And they roll on past the tiny towns and the wide open spaces of the West. They're driven beside the blue waters of Lake Champlain, out across the Great Plains states, mile after mile, hour after hour, along the turbulent waters of the Rio Grande, where it flows through peaceful valleys. Adverse road conditions are sought everywhere, all with specific purpose. With this penetrating, soupy mud, there must be perfect sealing of transmissions, wheels, propeller shafts, and pinion bearings. There's the dust of the desert, where air cleaners, cab ventilation, and cooling must prove themselves. On tough climbs of long, steep mountain grades, they must have power and stamina. The gears must shift easily and positively. Transmissions and axles must be more than a match for heavy loads and the steep grades. It's up the mountains and down again. Over roads that are blacktop, gravel, or dirt, always under full load. There are extreme altitude and temperature changes from the desert to the mountaintops. Over some of the nation's toughest highway grades and mountain passes. Down the mountain on winding gravel roads is a long, hard grind. But new brakes handle all situations with certainty and ease. Brakes that have capacity and are positive. They spell safety to the driver and the load. With 3 shifts of drivers over all kinds of roads, all kinds of grades, always under full load, every truck must prove to the world that it's heavy-duty engineered. Every operation is systematic and scientific. Every convoy from this base in Arizona has its supervisor and inspector. Every driver must make a daily report of his vehicle's performance. Everyone, all the way to the chairman of the board of directors, Fowler McCormick, is intensely interested in every development. Company officials follow every new improvement and refinement. More trucks join the fleet and are fully loaded. Each block weighs 1,000 pounds, and every truck is loaded to capacity. The field test fleet now operates in separate convoys. Coming through Arizona's Oak Creek Canyon are the light and medium models. Competitive makes have been added for comparative analysis. And the heavy jobs are wheeling home from their daily climb over the mountain. Separate operation makes possible the maximum daily workout for every type of truck. The pickups climb the steep grades and make the sharp turns of the picturesque Apache Trail. On the desert, cooling and ventilation must function perfectly. And in this steep climb up San Francisco Peak, the engines must function perfectly at high altitude. Back at mile-high altitude, the pickups get a baptism of slush and mud. The medium trucks push on through plowed roads where there's still snow in the roadways. Transportation can't wait for cleared roads. It must go through. Snowstorms hit the big tractor-trailer units. Drivers must have good visibility and fresh, warm air. The trucks must conquer the storms. The tons they haul might be vegetables and fruits from growers to the people of the cities. They must keep rolling on through storm or sunshine. More than 2 years on the road, more than 3 million miles in all sections of the nation, on all kinds of roads, through all kinds of weather, up mountains and down, through desert heat and winter storms, the trucks have proved their worth. They are indeed heavy-duty engineers, a line of new champions of transportation. In the meantime, at the Fort Wayne Proving Ground, all kinds of torture tests are in progress. The spectacular new cab hoods, fenders, and grille are given severe punishment. The figure 8 test for thrust on front wheels and spindles. The outriggers are for safety. Belgian blocks, scientifically constructed rough roads, deal out their punishment to the springs, the steering mechanism, the cab and the cab mountings, and every part of the body. Notice the contrast between the light on the spindle and the other near the driver's seat. The toughest test of all, the twist course. Imagine the terrific stress upon every fiber of the truck structure as it surges back and forth, always under full load. There's strain on the frame, the steering mechanism, the springs, every chassis part, the cab, hood, and grille. Whenever a vehicle can withstand that stress for hour after hour, it has proved beyond doubt that it's worthy of manufacture. High quality has been the basis of International's 18-year leadership in the heavy-duty truck field. Quality that is produced by a combination of expert craftsmen and the most modern machine tools. Many thousands of men and women make trucks at 6 large plants. Engines at Indianapolis, Indiana, finished trucks at Fort Wayne, Indiana, Bridgeport, Connecticut, Springfield and East Springfield, Ohio, and Emeryville, California. It's a complete and efficient manufacturing system that has produced some of the world's best trucks. But that is not enough. Improved equipment can make a still better finished motor truck. So new machine tools are added for the new line of trucks. Among the most spectacular is this transfer milling machine. In its several successive operations, it mills all the surfaces on an engine block. Almost human in its actions, more than human in its precision. Another transfer machine tool where multiple drills make all the holes in the block in successive operations. Drilling the holes in a water pump with an intricate machine. Such a system not only makes better parts, but keeps down manufacturing costs. Electrically welding the rear plate on a differential housing. The procedure is fast, the plate is secure. These are but a few of the spectacular improvements in this new $30 million retooling operation. Improvements that mean better trucks with longer lives. Representative models of the new L line. Here is distinctive styling and advanced engineering. With many basic models and scores of variations within those models, every user, from the man who needs a pickup to the one who wants a big, powerful tractor, is assured that here he'll find the right truck to meet his needs. For any industry, or any specialized job within an industry, there's a model that will meet the exact specifications with every truck heavy-duty engineered. Every model is a new champion of transportation. Basic design of the Comfo Vision cab is the same for all models, yet the variations give the user exactly what he wants. Let's see the cab in use. Carefully designed, this cab contributes to the comfort and safety of the driver. It adds to the efficiency and economy of any operation. The cab is constructed to accommodate any type seat the purchaser may desire. The curved sweep sight windshield and curved dash allow the corner posts to be located farther back, thus broadening the driver's field of vision. The broad cushions and the extra leg room mean more comfort and less fatigue. There's plenty of room in this cab to relax. There's room for the elbows and plenty to spare. The cowl ventilator supplies fresh air either directly or through the all-weather heating and ventilating system. The curved sweep sight windshield with no center post allows unhampered forward vision. The broad sweep, both to the left and to the right, provide increased safety on the open road and at intersections. Since the driver is seated more advantageously, overhead traffic lights can be seen readily. An accessible engine is a time-saving feature that's valuable to the owner and to anyone who services the vehicle. If it's handy, the oil level will be checked frequently. And if the battery, air cleaner, and oil filter are convenient, they receive timely attention. The nation's largest exclusive truck service organization is always standing by and ready. No time is wasted or tempers ruffled when the engine is so readily accessible. Everywhere that trucks are used, L-line models are acclaimed the new champions of transportation. Pickups do most jobs on the small farms and the light work on any farm. They're powered with the brilliant new valve-in-head silver diamond engine. They give heavy-duty performance in the fields and passenger car performance on the highways. In the cities, the convenience of loading and unloading is just as important as on the farms. In all these trucks, there's a choice of several colors, whatever is pleasing to the user and appropriate for his business. Fast on the getaway, highly maneuverable in traffic, these dependable pickups are a sure way to please old customers and win new friends. Whatever the type of work, there's a pickup of the right size with the comfortable, roomy ComfoVision cab. Whether on the farm, in the city, or within an industry, a stake body may be the most desirable. Even these light models are all truck. They're heavy-duty engineered for longer life and better performance. For loads that require all-weather protection, the panel delivery is the fast, dependable delivery unit. Multiple stops for the metro. It's especially adapted to heavy traffic. From the metropolitan areas to the small towns, it solves the problem of multiple starts and stops. There's a multitude of sizes and variations in the new L line, all planned to make the truck fit the job. They're all designed for standard length bodies. All have shorter wheelbases for greater maneuverability. Whether loads are light, medium, or heavy, there are models to fit every user's requirements in every part of the country, on the farm, in the city, or in industry. south, east, or west, versatile trucks that are correctly equipped handle any crop or any commodity, whether on the farm or in the city. A coal truck of the Lodestar series. Lodestars are designed for maximum loads where fast road speeds are not required. This one is powered by the Super Blue Diamond valve and head engine. This Lodestar model has the Super Red Diamond engine. Other models of the Lodestar series at work. International heavy-duty tractor trucks long have been the standard of the highways. Now the new roadliners, built in several sizes, are setting new records, are reaching new goals. This one is powered by the Super Red Diamond engine, seasoned champion of the highways. From the largest roadliner to the smallest, there's economy and efficiency as they bring vital products from the fields to the markets, from the processors to the consumers. Three giants get together. Care for a cigarette, pal? A giant of the jungles, the giant of the crawlers, and a giant of the highways. Even an elephant must look up to this giant roadliner. Fast transportation for heavy equipment from one operating location to another. The movement of vital commodities in quantities that are efficient and economical. And the 24-hour-a-day dependable service to the many industries, rain or shine, dust or mud, now can be better than ever before, because there's more power, better brakes, higher efficiency, and more brilliant performance. Today's cattle industry puts its faith in motor truck transportation in moving finished stock to market. Out of that corral and away to the stockyards. They'll soon be steaks on hundreds of dining tables. And now, in the most modern way, they're rolling to market. The shrinkage is minimized. The quality of beef is maintained. Modern lumbering methods with landings deep in the woods depend upon the big trucks to move the giant logs to the booming grounds or the mill ponds. Most of the nation's lumber supply must be hauled over the rough, tough roads on the mountainsides. Here, it's tonnage that counts on the payloads. The job demands abundant power to start and to pull the loads. It also demands superb brakes to hold back the gigantic loads. Tons and tons of logs that would go plunging down the mountainside. Only trucks that are heavy-duty engineered can long withstand the strain. Internationals do the job. All the advanced engineering, modern manufacture, and careful planning reach their culmination in the new line. Here, International Harvester, the manufacturer whose heavy-duty motor trucks have led the industry for 18 consecutive years, presents the most complete line of any manufacturer. A line that, with its many basic models and scores of variations within those models, assures every user that he'll find exactly the right truck to meet his needs. They are tested and proved. And from the lightest pickup to the heaviest road liner, every model and every variation from bumper to bumper is heavy-duty engineered. On the farms, in the cities, in industry, and on the highways, they are the new champions of transportation.